Hey, what's going on everybody? My name's ActionPacked and you are back here for another Black Ops 3 Zombies informational video. So today we're on the official Call of Duty website in their Black Ops 3 Zombies section. If you guys want to check out this website as I am doing on the screen right now, you guys can look in the description down below. I will have a link down there for you so you can follow along if you would like. And I gotta say, this information is a little bit old. It's a few days old or so, but I do want to make sure that you guys have the information. I didn't see a lot of people making videos about it, so I feel obligated to do so. So anyways, we're going to dive right into the details. We have some storyline details, backstory details, setting details, and some character details. So hopefully you guys are excited for this. I know I was excited when I read it the first time, so let's dive right into it. So it says, Zombies Shadows of Evil Overview. Black Ops 3 Zombies is the most immersive and ambitious Call of Duty Zombies to date. Shadows of Evil will bring darkness and chaos like never before, while delivering a totally unique and highly creative gameplay setting. Now from there, I can already tell you from looking at the trailer and the gameplay, everything seems to look pretty legit at this point. Complete with a mind-blowing experience and a captivating storyline, as well as its own XP progression system. Now, we really haven't heard a lot about the XP progression system, but assuming that they're saying that everything's going to be more in-depth than it was with Black Ops 2, I assume that it's going to be pretty awesome, and they do say later in this part of the website that it is more of like a personalized experience, but we'll get to that in just a moment. The next part here says, The World, set in a fictional 1940s city, and I'm going to stop right there. And there was a mistake I made on a previous video. I said the 1930s. It's actually the 1940s. So I do apologize about that. But anyways, let's get on here. Shadows of Evil is a film noir inspired horror story centered around four particularly troubled individuals: the Femme Fatale, the Magician, the Cop, and the Boxer, and spans the entire metropolis swathed in evil. Welcome to Morgue City. Each of the four characters awaken in a nightmarish world overrun by the undead. Each character fights to overcome confusion and amnesia. That might explain why we saw some weird monsters in the trailer, but we'll have to wait and see about that. And the final part here says, in the hope that they may piece together the events that brought them to this twisted world. And the next section down here says Morgue City. Of course, this is where you're going to be playing within this map. Morgue City is the ideal backdrop for a noir horror story, featuring a theater district, jazz clubs, and a suspension railway. Elements that add new depth and complexity as you fend off the undead. Just below that, we have the character introduction, my personal favorite, and we're going to get into the backstories of the individual characters in just a moment, but first I want to go over the overview of all of the characters. So for these characters in Shadow of Evil, it's going to introduce players to the Femme Fatale, the Magician, the Cop, and the Boxer. And these are not nice people. Every one of them is a lying, conniving, manipulative, and selfish individual with a long and sordid history of past misdeeds. So finally getting into the individual backstories, we have Femme Fatale, played by Heather Graham. She belongs in motion pictures, but instead works as a burlesque dancer in the city's most upscale nightclub, where she inevitably attracts the attraction of many powerful men, manipulating their weaknesses and desires for her own ends. The Magician, played by Jeff Goldblum, born into enormous wealth, the Magician grew up surrounded by lackeys and sycophants, and the lifetime of constant praise and attention has only fueled his deeply misplaced arrogance. As for the backstory of the Cop, played by Neil McDonough, it says here that after years of taking mob bribes and framing innocent men, the Cop is a likely suspect in a department-wide corruption investigation, the timing of which could not be worse. And the last character here, the Boxer, played by Ron Perlman. Besides removing the padding from his gloves, the Boxer wore a pair of brass knuckles beneath his hand wraps. He wasn't just looking to win, he was looking to cause some damage. So as you can tell, we have some very interesting characters this time around with Black Ops 3 Zombies. There is one character that is not playable as these characters are that was not mentioned here, called the Shadow Man. We don't have a lot of details about him. We currently know that he's going to be some sort of lead role, as in he's going to kind of lead the characters along through the story. He's going to kind of play as, like, I guess, some like Richtofen, I'm guessing, because in Black Ops 2 we kind of had Richtofen talking to the characters. I imagine it's going to be a similar type of role that Richtofen had in Black Ops 2, but we're going to have to wait and see about that. That last part there was just speculation. And the last details we have is about the progression. It says, personalize your zombies experience with a full XP-based progression system that adds depth and replayability that fans have come to expect. So some of the stuff we've already known, of the XP stuff there. We've pretty much done that already. It does say personalized, which makes me think, like, is this going to be extremely customizable? Are we going to have, like, a lot of, like, you know, player choice stuff going on with the ranking system? I really hope so, but we're going to have to wait and see about some of the speculation of mine and all the details that we know for sure about the characters and the setting and the map. I'm very excited about it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys want more videos like this, be sure to let me know. And if you did enjoy the video, hit the like button down below. And of course, if you're new around here, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.